ค Hoi.
I called it, tell him that he's
Hello.
Oh, there you go.
What's
And we're live. What's up, chat? What's up, chat?
Where is Condi?
Wait, alright, Condi, come and say hi to Gat.
Hello.
Dude, get your ass here, dude. Get your fucking ass here. Get your Shut the fuck up.
Now recording.
There's Craigbot.
Yes.
Hello there, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to the tournament. This is Losers Bracket Round 4. Best of 3 again. We have Garuda Esports going against Tiny Brown Dogs.
Is Condi joining with his account or your two share screen?
I imagine if instead crashes, you'll just watch Condi.
It's okay. We'll just see how things go.
I mean, we had a 3-man cast before. I was gonna ask everyone, like, you guys wanna do like a Tesseract style casting, like 2 analyst desks and 2 casters. I mean, that would be fun. I mean, that's what I was originally like inspired to do casting for. So yeah. So is both teams? No, we have 10 minutes before the match starts.
Yeah.
Everyone should be in here right now.
Yeah, and then we have people. Yeah.
I mean, look at the status of 3v3. My team just won the match. Like 2 days, like yesterday. Like, is it yesterday? Oh, 2 days ago. I mean, we did not cast any 3v3s yet. I was hoping to cast some 3v3s, but I'm playing. Sorry. So.
What the heck?
Oh wait.
Why is
Slayer is asking to join the VC.
Who?
No, he's gonna just BM and be cancer.
Oh no, is he gonna BM the entire tournament?
Yes, he's just gonna be like said with small d. No,
we don't want to do that.
Do I hear the stream like double playing or like just me? Oh wait,
It's you.
yeah, okay, I fixed that.
Yeah.
Garuda Esports is in Blitz match.
Oh my god.
Last minute practice.
Wait, why is my voice double?
Wait, shut up. Hello.
Hello?
Can you adjust my voice level also? Because I think my mic's a bit too loud.
Your volume is 200%.
What? Holy shit! Why?
When you want your voice to be heard.
Wait, said you're echoing also.
I'm echoing. Am I? How about now?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, it's good now.
Alright, got you.
Wait, why is it echoing? Oh, there you go. Yeah, 37.
Oh, it's
Wait, why is
echoing.
my set?
It's echoing. Set
Set is echoing again. Are you on speakers?
Yeah, I am. Wait, hold up. Let me just stand that down. Alright, how about now?
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello. Okay, it's
The
good.
only thing that
Go
would
loud.
be
Go loud.
Oh.
Go loud.
Oh, yeah.
sorry, chat.
Yeah.
Please.
It's
I was
still
gonna
echoing.
scream.
Okay, my mic is a little too sensitive.
Can you do echo cancelling? That's the option you can do. That will fix everything.
It's already on.
Did you go to voice control settings then?
yeah, it's already on.
Then we're good. It's fixed.
I
See? Oh, it's not. Oh boy, why are you on speakers?
I mean, Conditions and I can't exactly share a headset, so
I mean, you can let him join in the call.
like he's in my house right now. Like he's right next to me.
Stop one if you mute the mic.
I'm on his bed, cunt.
Someone must mute their mic to do it.
Son of a-
So condition just scream, then you hear you.
Hey yo. Is it fixed now?
What?
I think. Yes, it
fixed?
is. I think it's fixed.
No, shout.
Let me shout.
Yeah.
Oh!
I
there!
I saw the green circle.
I just have to shout. No echo on said side. I just noticed said with a green light. Sorry, chat. We were testing Sed's echoing issues.
Okay.
Where is Condi? I want to put his volume on 400%.
Would it be echoing? I speak over.
Yeah.
Conduct.
Oh, okay. Alright, cool beans, cool beans.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to mute my volume.
That's some big brain.
There you go. I mute my game. There you go.
Okay.
Where is everyone?
Okay.
Oh, Snare is in Discord trying to bait you. He wants to join for 2 minutes.
Okay, I have. We're gonna have conditions to join the call instead. Yeah, he's in the call.
Yay.
See? I'm smart. I'm
So
200
much.
IQ. The earache said, you know, you can do that in a private call, right? Stay.
Rex said your mom gay.
Boy, I was hearing it in TTS.
Wait, who's using TTS? Oh my god, you regened it.
Is are we gonna have a 4-man cast or are we just gonna wait to see?
No, 3 men.
No. It's like Condition's gonna be here for the fun of it. Yeah.
No, condition main caster, bro.
Ah, yeah. He's like, hi guys, I'm from AE.
You know, you want me to, you can let me be the analyst instead. Like, I'm just gonna be the desk analyst, gonna analyze everything. Then you guys just cast all the way you want. It's like Tesseract. I wanna do Tesseract, that's why.
I
Chat,
forgot what
are you gonna
does.
agree with me? Should we
I
do
wanna
like a
do your
Tesseract style
mom.
casting?
Tesseract is like 4 years ago, but I forgot what they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, but they had like a 2 analysts and 2 casters setup. Wanna do it?
I have no idea how that works now.
I find that a bit confusing. Not gonna lie.
That bit, the analyst and caster.
A little bit.
If you remember, like before, like after ban draft, the analyst will analyze the builds, right?
So we
Or
have
the
a
hero pool,
flamer's desk.
Right? I mean, yeah, it is sort of the flamer's desk.
Special guest optic laser.
We're just gonna analyze like what they're going to go to, like if they're having CC or not. Gosh, I miss the days when esports was a thing. Wait, why are they muted now?
What?
I guess
Oi.
Seth told me if things go cancer or toxic, he's gonna let me solo cast for quite a bit.
Condi main caster.
Connie Maincaster.
Yes.
I'm the backup. I'm the backup singer, just in the background. Alright, so it's almost to 9. Where's all the players? Where are all the players? Roll calling all the players. 1, 2, 3. Roll calling all the players from both sides of Garuda Esports and Tiny Brown Dogs. Our match is gonna start like in like we give you 5 minutes of waiting time. If you guys didn't come in time, there will be like a waiting time, then a
Okay.
default. Remember, this is losers bracket. One team would get eliminated.
What? Chat already, what's up? Suru on.
We're still not in party chat perspective, so yes.
Is what? Oh, Tom is playing. Is Razy playing?
Is Racy playing? Is Cleric playing? That's the question. The $1 million question that I'm gonna ask. I mean... Wait, I never see Garuda Esports play yet. Did any of you casted the games before? On
Who?
Garuda Esports?
Who?
Garuda Esports.
I don't think so.
Oh boy. I'm gonna check the builds then. Because I can't... Because I see TVD play before solo cast, and actually the roast catch. Remember that roast match on Ombob? I did cast it as well. So yes. So yes, I gotta see the builds on Garuda Esports to see what they're playing as. Garuda Esports.
You know what? Since I have free time, I'm gonna go watch Rumble Montega.
Yes, give me ad. Watch all the ads, please.
Okay.
Watch all the videos, give him more
Promote
money.
Crescent Tourney, please.
Crescent.
Cleric, Swag, Roasty,
I mean,
Joyce, and Zip.
it said it's the only caster.
Oh yeah,
I
Razy
mean,
is
I'm gonna
playing.
cast it. Wait, Condi, am I gonna cast it a tourney or no?
Wait, what? What do you mean?
Do you want me to cast in your tourney or no?
Who is
I'm good at
casting?
anything, my dude.
Who is casting Crescent?
Yeah, who's casting to as a tourney?
Set.
Fuck you!
I'm casting for free, you know. I don't have a bank account yet. You don't need to pay me.
Alright, time to start draft.
Oh, so wait, you're still at the intermission screen.
Right.
Right, is it? Alex is busy. He has unis, and you know the quarantine, right? Everything got effed up to hell. We're all indoors. Alright, so we're in queue right now. Wait,
10-minute queue.
Catarax,
What?
you're still in that intermission screen.
Oh, the 30-second delay.
Yep.
Wow, look at the new layout.
Because you were jealous of Gang TV to the point that you decided to make a match over there.
Wow, very professional. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm exposing Catrix right now.
Is it time to restart party?
Wait, are we gonna restart party
Okay,
again?
restart. Wait.
Attention everyone,
Oh,
we're gonna
no,
restart
mind.
party.
Restart.
Now my friend's asking me how much.
Okay, look at this new layout.
Look at this sweet layout. Yeah, it's smooth compared to Gang TVs.
Vainglory.exe is
miles
not
away
responding.
because they are a studio, if I remember, like a studio type thingy. That's why they're all full fledged.
Look at the new downtown screen.
The private's in house soon or later. It was like talk like because Nomi had a Switch and she has Animal Crossing. I was like asking her to stream like 10 out of 10 more viewers than me. Boy,
Okay, time to start.
I had to start party.
Start.
I mean, Animal Crossing is such a good game. I downloaded it on the 3DS emulator. Try Animal Crossing, boys. On a 3DS or a Switch or a DS, it's good. I was like 30 minutes in the game and I barely enjoy Animal Crossing.
Who is sniping, boys?
Who's typing who? To be honest, I had the same issue until like I had to use my phone to drag the party to check who's who. Move for the win. Yeah, I'm rooting on like TBD, but I'm not sure yet. I didn't see what the builds on Garuda Esports are. I was backlogging to see it.
Oh.
Wait, someone gave me.
Ko-o-wo-na-vi-mus.
Oh no, who is that? Who is that?
No.
Whose name is that?
Okay, yay. Draft.
Alright, well, we're going to the draft of the very first game of Tiny Brown Dogs versus Garuda Esports. Hi, my name is Sed with a big D, and today I'll be casting with Legion and the
a special guest here. We have a
we got
guest here.
special guest.
And it's
The
conditions.
conditions VG top something.
Top something in the top 100.
Say something. Go.
I am boosted.
Okay.
So,
Well then, hopping to this
allegedly
draft.
someone threatened me to not call up. Allegedly, one of my teammates does not want to call a certain player a certain name, and I don't want to say it out loud because it might get the stream demonetized.
Yeah. Well, coming to the draft, we can see a Viola ban and Miho ban
I'll just
coming
call
on
him
A side.
PX. I'll just call him PX. Is it good for you guys? PX.
Okay, sure. And
So
on
I
B
don't-
side, we have a Tony ban and a Sunfeng ban coming out. With first pick being Lyra coming on A side.
So they want to ban out all the CC comps, all the CC heroes that they can ban out with, that are worth to ban.
We have an Adagio pick coming on B side. A very good way to counter Lyra's heal if he's going CP with the burn, but Adagio CP actually got a nerf recently, so we don't know just how viable is it yet. And we can see a Lance pick coming on as well, following in through with the CC chain as well.
Then we might have a Celeste pick. Again, the color the CC picks.
And the Celeste
I mean-
gets chosen.
I mean, she can stun Adagio Assault right away, and PX gonna pick. PX is gonna pick something.
I think just his name, like being shown on the stream, is enough to get it demonetized.
Yes, and allegedly one of my teammates who had the same-ish acronym doesn't want me to call that name. Or I will get ditched on the tourney, on the TBT tourney. So yes.
This was the
So yes. So no. A Sky. Juggle Sky? Or a Weapon Sky bot? Oh, it's gotta be a Juggle Sky.
we can see a Sky coming through, and we have also a Koshka
Koshka,
coming
that's
out
a
on B.
counter. That's a direct counter. That's direct counter Sky actually. Then the kinetic.
We have a Kinetic coming out on B side, and it looks like
Roasty, one tricking kinetic. I mean, we have seen her playing kinetic for the last match.
If Gwen coming out on A
Yeah,
side, very versatile pick. Practically has a free block on her B every few seconds with basic attack damage. Very comfortable pick. And lastly, it's gonna be a Rhyme. Lots of CC coming out, maybe looking to shut down the Koshka and the Lance advances. And what's Joyce gonna go for the last pick?
Swap hero.
It will be an Inara. A very hard engaged
Oh, a tough guy. Ooh, now it's
Wow.
interesting.
Alright, now analyzing the comp, I think we have the perfect special guest for it today. Top something in SEA Condi.
In conditions.
Condi
Condition-
VP. What is
Condi.
your take?
Alright, just looking from the draft, I believe our tiny brown dogs will win because just looking at the top lane picks, we have a Lance which is super annoying because he can constantly root and push away the minions out of the basic attack range so that the minions won't be able to go into the tower, and the Gwen on the other side won't be able to actually do any damage to the turret. While looking at the other team, the top Sky will actually not be able to do anything. He doesn't have the root, doesn't have the push from the Gideon wall as a Lance. So in turn, actually, tiny brown dogs will actually be able to siege the bot turret faster than the other team. So just looking at the draft, tiny brown dogs will win. And if you look at the mid lane matchup, it's a Celeste versus Dagio, and in this matchup, it's purely a mechanical matchup. The Celeste needs to be able to stun the Dagio, while the Dagio needs to sidestep the Celeste stun. If not, he'll die.
So now let's start the match.
Beautiful analysis coming out from Conditions VG.
Beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 analysts.
Well, now let's get into the game of Tiny Brown Dogs versus Garuda Esports. Now, we had a very in-depth analysis coming out from Conditions VG, hanging out within the back of my room. And now let's look to see what opening strategy are both teams going to use. Now, it looks like they're still going to stay within their safe regions, putting vision in the typical areas,
Yeah,
just
they're
camping out their jungles.
They're going to play a little bit safe because either a jungle dive, it's like it's gonna be risky and rewarding, right? If you're still above, eventually it's starving the enemy. But at the same time, if you got caught out, that's for skill. Eventually, you're giving the first skill to the enemy. I mean, I have been ranking for like 4 hours while I was live streaming, so yeah, I learned a lot, learned more, studied more.
Now we can still see both teams still farming, and the first skirmish might appear here in mid lane.
No, with the
We see
Koshka
Zayt
coming
actually
in.
going onto Exile. Exile misses the stun. Zayt's still going in, but he's gonna drop to relatively half health, but Zeal is lower. None of them will pop flask yet. No sense of danger lurking within the distance.
Yep, there's no flash yet. Then the Lark eventually heals the Celeste back up to more than half health. Now it's gonna be Zed's disadvantage though. There's actually a mid lane Koshka.
Now we see something very strange coming out from Zayt over here. Now Koshka typically builds the Stormguard Banner first, right? But we see Koshka actually building a Light Shield and a Book of Eulogies first, and now he's gone back to buy his boot and his first crystal bit. What a very strange build.
I think she's going for a Shadow. No, not Shadow. Actually, Aftershock. I mean, she's playing a mid laner role, not like a jungler role. And she has to constantly dive into the jungle, right?
Now we can see Zayt going back into mid lane. It's gonna be tanking most of the minions, hoping to clear it, maybe to relieve some pressure off the lane. Exile and Arikutra still very healthy. Swag already below half health. Zayt also below half health. He's gonna engage on Exile, taking a chance. But you can see PSX coming in. He's gonna get a root. It's gonna be a first blood going over to the side of Garuda Esports, and they will not get it. Zayt barely survives with the slither of health. Wow.
That's like efficiency. Like if you're going to low health, but you're not going to die.
That's right.
If you're low, you're literally low. You have to retreat. I mean, what they're doing here is a high risk, high reward comp. If they're going round down mid with the Koshka, right? Once she is level 6, she can stun anybody.
But what's going to be a big gamble is that the fact that they do have a Lyra on the side of Garuda Esports. Whether or not Zayt can penetrate through that defense, or whether Ariputra is able to put on that barrier in time. Now you can see actually Joyce about to invade the Crystal Tree. He's gonna secure it, and he's gonna be off into the portal of... not into the portal, into the snare of Lyra, but he will walk away clean.
Like what I said a while ago, it's high risk, high reward diving into jungle, right? And if you're effectively going in, that's starving the enemy.
Now we haven't paid attention to many of the other lanes yet, but we can see Cleric as prior to conditions analysis, he's just pushing the minions out underneath the turret. Gwen isn't barely putting any damage to the turrets at all. Cleric is still very, very healthy and he has a very comfortable time over here farming.
You mean Razy? You mean Razy, we just call him Razy instead.
I mean, to keep things simple, you know, for the viewers.
I mean,
Gank going out. Lyra actually falls over to Zayt. Zayt is looking for it to get Zeal. He's gonna die for the turret, but he doesn't go for it. He goes in one more time and he actually secures it. PSX, yes, and one basic attack in order to kill Zayt, and he gets the kill and the money that comes with Zayt. Oh my goodness gracious, that's gonna be very, very helpful for PSX's wallet.
Eventually for a rhyme, right? You don't want him to build more items, right? Eventually the build up of the items is gonna get more value whilst increasing damage.
He has 1,600 gold. He's very, very near a Storm Crown. Now we can see he's actually double buffed. Very, very intimidating sight over here in bot lane.
Yeah, eventually, right? Because now he's single buffed. And now we're gonna see in the mid lane, right?
Now they're gonna look to be putting pressure off into bot lane, but Cleric's just gonna clear it.
I mean, he's gonna push off the minions, right? Eventually. Wait, now it's already a 5-minute mark. The river shops are open. And indeed, that Storm Crown coming out from PSX. Helping him to farm more in the jungle and dealing more of a poke damage.
You can see Joyce attempting to steal the healer tree and does not find anything.
Wait.
Celeste and Lyra will look towards going for the crystal treant, but we can see the passive of Joyce just lingering off into them. PSX sees this, he might want to go for it. They do. Joyce does not secure the CP treant, and Joyce might actually preserve life. A preemptive ult comes out, finds nothing. Joyce uses the egg, goes in. Zayt is going to aim forwards. It was Exile, but he's not going to find anything either. Stun comes out, lands on the PSX side of Tiny Brown Dogs, actually on the verge of retreat. But now they come back, they want to turn around, but now the side of Tiny Brown Dogs is very low. And the first hero will go down. It will be a Celeste and a Rhyme.
But right first.
The side of Tiny Brown Dogs, very, very low.
So actually, if we're seeing the items of Koshka right now, it's actually gonna be a Shadow Glass Koshka.
I'd say it's gonna be very useful for coming into early to mid game Celeste, because mid to early game Celeste can't exactly afford to buy any hard defense items except for a block. Having needed to focus on damage.
Which is
we
true.
can see a massive gank about to happen in bot lane. We can see the whole side of Tiny Brown Dogs, the squad, whole and pulling up. It's a 4-man, he can't do anything about it, even though he's underneath the turret, and it's gonna be a free bot lane for the side of Tiny Brown Dogs. They're just sieging one by one. Conditions.
Eventually back in the top lane, there's gonna be a massive push on the top lane as well. That's what it is, and they're pushing into the top, trying to secure a turret as well.
But the side of Garuda Esports, they're just gonna back off.
Yeah, they go back to their mid-lane turret to protect it.
True, and Cleric almost lands the stun, doesn't exactly find anything. A root comes out, Zayt's still fairly healthy.
Nice reflex from
comes out, doesn't come out, sidesteps the ult coming up. So last, a heal goes down to PSX, but he is going home. You can see over here Celeste and Ariputra relatively low in mana. Ariputra has half, but Exile, he barely has any left to spare. He's gonna have to go home after this.
Excellent rotation from Tiny Brown Dogs actually. They destroyed the Vasari turret and they didn't want to linger more, they decided to rotate back to mid.
Now, looking here at top lane has been more or less, you know, going about their own devices.
Jungle steal again. With actually their vision. Actually they saw it, but they can't do anything about it. And the CBT threat is getting stealed again by Joyce.
Joyce will take a free treant again. Well,
and that's with their vision, and that's with they have vision, but the vision is placed a little bit outside of the bush. They can't see it.
We can finally see some damage being put out by Roasty onto the top turret here of Garuda Esports. In the Sky top lane, not being exactly a tanky hero, he's gonna be suffering a lot when it comes down to poking. But you can see Roasty dealing so much damage with his passive. Ruther looking towards to pop his ult in order to clear the wave. And they're gonna get the turret. Joyce looks towards stunning. Ruther doesn't really find anything, but Ruther has a lot of CPs. Joyce falls very low. He's maintaining passive, he's ignoring Roasty. He's going straight for Joyce, but he's getting poked every step of the way. Joyce is just kicking him around, and he gets punished for the tunnel vision. And we have...
There's actions immediate as well.
Everyone from Garuda Esports is falling on all corners. We see Cleric going underneath the turret.
They're
Zite, he wants
getting
some
pushed so
PSX. He stuns Zite underneath the turret, but doesn't really find anything. Swag, he looks to be FK. He gets stunned, and he will get punished for his absence. He stays still and accepts his fate. People dropping everywhere on the board.
That's a bad spot for Swag to stay in, actually.
Now we can see Tiny Brown Dogs really tipping the scale within the 9-minute mark of the game. They're already almost 6,000 gold in the lead.
Yeah, actually, that's gonna be not a favor. It's not gonna be like it's eventually. Think about it. Like the amount of gold lead from getting kills and bounties, right? Eventually, what? Like now, Koshka is very fed. Again, not being like 4 kills, at least I think.
So we can see that most of
actually,
them are
Super Slug
sticking
is
mid.
playing a Roma Adagio actually, not a CP Adagio though. But with his ult damage, he's still on par with his CP counterpart. With the stun and this damage as well.
We can see over here in top lane, Roasty in a fairly dangerous position, but the side of Garuda Esports will not really go for anything.
Right.
Ashka's gonna get a double kill underneath the turret. They're just gonna get caught out. Gwen and Rhyme.
Koshka's build is eventually gonna poke everyone's damage out. He's gonna... He's actually gonna...
does have a lot of kills. He's 8-1 and 2
He's
and
doing massive damage with his build actually, with a Shatter Glass and a Aftershock. Eventually.
that's right.
They're just gonna build.
See Rudolfo getting punished by the stun coming out from Kinetic. Crucible drops down. Ari Pucha might go in to sacrifice himself, but he chooses to portal in. All comes out from Kinetic, doesn't really find anything. Joyce will be looking towards going in, but he does not really find it. Zite will dive in, he gets rooted, and the stun comes out from Cleric, doesn't really find anything.
Turret destroyed.
Turret gets destroyed. Siege down by the side of Tiny Brown Dogs, but you can see Tiny Brown Dogs are going in half health, but Zite, he doesn't care, he's going in, he gets rooted, and he will get shut down. Mortal Wound onto Adagio and Cleric, but they're both very... Now Zite, he's 1 hit away, but he's going in, he pops fast, and there's so much burst damage coming out. Gwen will be here, and now he is not. Hello, goodbye Gwen. Oh my goodness.
Good night and signing up. This might be Tiny Brown Dog's game actually. You'll see about it. Koshka is already super fed. He already nabbed 6 more kills. That's like 2,500 in his pocket right now.
Now we can see Celeste, he really has to keep her distance because Zite, he's looking towards getting into building a bit of defense actually, and he will buy an infusion now. He has a Shatter Glass and an Aftershock. Celeste does not have a single defense item.
And she doesn't have a second item build up yet.
Now we can see Zite, a lot of burst damage coming out. He's just so fed. Coming to this game, he has 10,600 gold. Is there anyone that can stop him even?
If you know this all said, look at
he's just bursting them down one by one. The side of Tiny Brown Dog, we get a clean sweep. They're just diving under turret. They don't even care. Rutherford doing his best, but he's just barely poking damage. Crucible comes down, doesn't really find anything, and they just walk out of it. Lyra will fall. Rutherford is going back into the portal. What is he doing? He gets rooted, and now he's just gonna donate even more kills over to the side
punished.
of Brown Dogs.
Getting punished for trying to get secure at least 1 kill.
Meanwhile, Roasty just taking advantage of all the confusion. He's just gonna push away. He does so much damage. He's just gonna take objective after objective, and now they're just gonna claim T2 turret of Garuda Esports.
Said,
Very
if
questionable.
If you notice this, go to Esports. All of their carries doesn't have a second tier 3 item yet.
Yeah, they
are very starved.
Yes, they are 421. They have 30,000 gold 13 minutes into the game.
It's a 10k gold lead. It's a 12k gold lead.
We can
That's not a position that you don't want to be.
Oh no, PSX gets punished. Stun comes out, Blanc doesn't really find anything. Lyra will get punished, and now they're left supportless with Black Cloud marching down. Gwen is split pushing, getting the bot turret, maybe hoping to get a little bit more gold that would help them defend this, but I don't think they might. The lead might be a little bit too far, but who knows? They might make a changing play. Now Zite doing the right move, just engaging with all the damage he has. They have not enough to come back. Gwen pops the B, doesn't find anything.
It's an ace. Yeah, this might be game as Rainbow don't want to come back to the Lyra.
It's going to be a landslide win for the side of Tiny Brown Dogs.
12,000, almost 13,000 gold lead.
Good fight coming out from Garuda Esports, but the early evasions coming out from Joyce and the poking from Zite just made them starved in levels, gold, CS, and they just made up for time with the respawns. Wow.
It's a very much a GG. It's a well played. Like if you see it right there, I'm speechless because they have a 12,000 gold lead. On Garuda's Esports side, they're so starved. They cannot do anything to secure their farm.
Well, Conditions, what do you have to say about that match after watching it? What is your analysis?
They just got mechanically outplayed and outclassed, so there's nothing.
Oh my, not really pulling any punches over here. Conditions VG coming in.
I mean, this is very much a strong build. Like, if you imagine, Joyce only has 2 items. Like, no, 3. Only have a Shadowcast and a Sword Crown for damage. Like, but then they have so much damage as they're starving the enemy at the same time. So we're going into game 2. It might be the last game of the day, the last game for the day, if ever Garuda Esports doesn't turn this around.
We're going into the side. We're going to the second game over here. Q starting.
And both teams have switched sides.
Very well played coming out. And we have some DNS Santana leaving. Might just invite back.
Now I'm gonna ask chat, who do you cheer for right now? Is it Garuda Esports or Tiny Brown Dogs?
I've actually been seeing some Indonesian pride in the chat actually. I think we have a lot of Garuda Esports supporters over here.
True. As we see, Razer actually is gonna do some little bit of roasting in the chat. I see you there. I mean, okay. Are they having a tactical player change? They do. It's from Garuda Esports side.
We can, yeah, the side of Garuda Esports, they are not logging
because they were
back
so pressured from that first match.
I don't think that might be the case. I think we might have some connection issues over to the side of Garuda Esports. Who knows?
I mean, if they have to change their players, it should be right now because I mean, right now their morale is so low from getting beaten up with a 12k gold lead. It's like a landslide, a literal snowball and a landslide. Kondi, can I ask you a question? What do you think about the mid Koshka? Kondi on the mic?
Actually, I think there was a troll pick, but it still worked. Zite is able to stuns and actually dodge Telegenesis coming up from Celeste, so it didn't really matter in the end. So yeah, it's not a great pick, but it worked, I guess, against a less mechanically good team.
And we have Ombab in the chat. Ombab Gaming, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Everyone say hi to the man in the myth, the legend. And now we're going into the match again.
Hold on.
It's gonna be a long hitting queue.
The side of TBD and GE. Alright, so how's everybody doing during this whole COVID-19 situation?
How is everyone after quarantine? How is quarantine, everyone? Is everyone staying there in their homes cozy, playing Vainglory? I mean, that's true, Fraser. Like,
What did they mean?
I mean, someone said about someone would justify a Koshka pick even they know it's a troll pick. We have some hashtags in the chat. Wolf win.
I can see a challenger in chat. Roya and Prima conditions go and snipe me.
Tell him. Tell him, man.
Well, it sure is taking a long time for this private 5v5 to take place.
Jeez, I mean, it's gonna stress us further every time we're doing it.
I mean, since we have the time, we might as well, reintroduce the players once again. So on the side of Tiny Brown Dogs, we have Joyce Marry Me, Roasty Me Toasty, Cleric, Zite, Super Swag, or if some people prefer to call Cleric Razy, he's Razy. And on the side of Garuda Esports, we have Ariputra, PSX, DNS Santana, Rutherford, and Exile.
And on the caster side, we have me, Legion / Loader Extreme, said with a big D.
Thank you very much.
And our special guest, Conditions, which he is
AP.
shy to talk. Which is kind of shy to talk, actually. And now we have the chat talking about Bob, the man, the myth, the legend himself.
I see Bob has made a very big impact since the previous game. Yep, everybody's a big fan of Bob now.
Yep, everyone is. And we have Roasty with Toasty in the chat. Hello there, the legendary player from Impunity. Was Impunity? Or is it wait, is it E8 or Impunity? Yeah, was Impunity. I remember now. I recalled it. And we have another tactical
We
part.
are going to restart the party again,
Again.
ladies and gentlemen.
Again, this is not on our side. It's Big Glory not fixing the party bugs in doing some in-house private matches. I mean, should we start a new fan club team to join the tournament calling Ombab Fan Club?
I'm not so sure about
With
that.
with all of us, I mean, let's have a in-house match versus Ombab Fan Club versus Razy Eye Fan Club. You wanna do that? Or a Kondi Fan Club actually? As a casters troll match, inviting everyone. They let the players cast for 1 day before the semis start.
Waiting on you now, Legion.
Oh, sorry boys. I was too busy greeting the man in the mid and legend.
Alright, restarting the queue.
You started the queue, hopefully. And we're in.
Finally! Alright, coming to the second match of Tiny Brown Dogs versus Garuda Esports. We are currently 1-0 to Tiny Brown Dog. So, what will they draft today?
Oh, actually, from TVD side, it's a churn ban.
And we
Again.
have a pretty standard Miho ban coming out from the side of Garuda Esports.
Then it's the standard.
A Tony ban coming out. Sunfeng might actually get to draft.
They might actually pick it because they have first pick. If you look at it, in a draft game, if you're on blue side, you're eventually gonna get the first pick.
Look, you see Ariputra really holding on to the bans over here now. We can see the side of GE actually contemplating whether or not to ban Lance.
Oh.
Viola, and they will ban Lance.
They're banning out.
A
They're actually
very
banning.
unorthodox ban actually, and we can see Viola coming out, but now Garuda Esports, they're able to
gonna take
pick two
Sad
power
Bang.
picks.
He gonna take that thing.
Now will we see Rosie actually take the Viola into combat? Who knows? Now we can see a scarf coming
Scarf.
out.
And it's about time. We're gonna see Scarf gonna be so freaking overpowered to run down mid.
We can see Clary actually hovering onto Petal. But he will go for the Koshka.
Is it gonna be on our Koshka mid?
It might be a good pick on into Scarf, but Scarf has a lot of distance now. This
Yeah.
can be prior to the previous game whereby Zite was just going on to Celeste over and over again, not having that level 8 power spike yet with distance. Now we can see Rosie actually going something we've never seen in a very long time, a weapon powered
What's
Sky
that?
bot lane.
Ooh,
Very
that's
interesting.
spicy. It is spicy. And now on the Garuda Esports side, now we're gonna see a Grace pick.
But they will lock in again.
They want more damage.
Now we can
Nope.
see two very, very powerful picks on both sides. We have a
Remember,
Viola-
Kane is a good pick with 2 items, right? Only Celebrate and also. That's basically guaranteed power spike.
It really depends on what you go. Sometimes you could go for a tension bow if you want to get a little bit of burst on a not so tanky top laner.
Legic's gonna be tanky top later if it is.
You can see a Lorelei pick coming out from side of Garuda Esports, and it looks like Super Swag is going to be hovering over a Petal, but he
Oh.
will go over to a Grace.
I called it, it's a top race.
Now what would be Zite's last pick? They're gonna be holding onto the mid, but if they go for Rhyme, who's gonna be their mid laner? Now we can see Anka might just come out. Or it might be a Rhyme or an Anka. He's contemplating, and he will go with an Anka, so it looks like we might be seeing an Anka mid actually. Or Super Swag might take Viola into the mid lane. Now we've seen CP Viola wreak havoc amongst ranked matches a few patches after she was released. Very powerful.
Even if she's nerfed, she's still powerful. It's just her Discord is being nerfed. Her B is being nerfed, right? Not the A, not the barrier.
Like
It's the
CPS
barrier.
last
It's the
pick.
barrier side. Remember said right? Is it the barrier side is overpowered or is it the CP side?
It's the CP side was really powerful actually. You could go Glass Cannon and the Mortal Wound would absolutely shred tanks and carries.
But no one saw the.
Going into what looks to be a Baptiste. Now conditions VG, our legendary
Analyst.
exactly. What do you make of this draft?
Looking at the draft again, I loved how Garuda Esports actually have a proper team comp now with Sanfeng and Scarf, which magically has went through the draft, which is generally a brain dead and toxic combo. And you also have the Lorelei, which has great slow stun and actually barrier to help peel for the Scarf, and Kane, which is their main carries over here. And with the Baptiste jungle, it would be great because the Baptiste jungle can just run around the map and just ordain people, which sets up the team for perfect gank. So just looking at the draft, I believe Garuda Esports will win. However, just looking at the matchups, I believe Tiny Brown Dogs are mechanically better. So if Tiny Brown Dogs were to get the lead in the early game, they would win the game. If not, I believe Garuda would take it.
Thank you very much. Conditions VG.
And it will be a mid Koshka once again.
Now let's get round 2 started. What would either side open up with their strategy?
Then I'm confirming this. I'm telling you, the barrier build on Viola is very overpowered.
I see.
Imagine just with the capacitor plate opening. Barrier for days.
Now you can see both sides. They're just farming away at their jungles. Everything's pretty standard so far. No one's overextending vision as always. Rutherford, he's got to lane first. He's gonna have a pretty comfortable time farming minions, maybe getting a bit of lane pressure up ahead.
Indeed.
Up here we can see Zayt and Super Swag here in lane.
Actually, Kosha got pressured because of two long-range laners.
Santana, he's gonna put the pool right in front of the minion. He's not having it, but Joyce is gonna go. He's gonna teleport in. Aripucha actually falls below half health. Stun goes in, finds nothing. Joyce will leave relatively healthily. Now PSX, he sees this. He might want to go gank, but he's clearing out vision. The side of TBD knows this. They're gonna stay within that other side of the bush. Smart play.
This was a bad Scarf, placing a goop.
And
Zayt is almost low.
Zayt. Bear comes in. Santana, we can see the distancing coming out. Just as I've previously mentioned, he's not having any of it. He's gonna keep them at bay as much as possible.
Then top lane is getting pressured.
Actually see third damage coming out 2 minutes into the game from Rutherford, but you can see Joyce coming in. He wants to do some burst, but Rutherford is gonna go for him, but he's reloading. He managed to get a kill, and he will get the first blood onto Joyce. The reload coming in just in time. Cleric can't do anything to protect it. Now coming back into bot lane, we can see Roasty and Exile actually on the back foot because Roasty can choose Azza whenever he wants to basic attack Exile. So Exile, he's gonna have to time it right. Now we can see here he misses the counter. Roasty's gonna punish it. Tries to go back for B, but he just kites on back. Now we can see the Sky pick actually coming in handy for an unorthodox pick, but relatively helpful.
Yeah, it is an orthodox pick. Unorthodox pick indeed. I mean, you rarely see Weapon Sky on bot lane, right? Especially in a high tier rank match.
It's because Sky's weapon power ratio hasn't exactly been the most helpful in back foot situations. We need something more reliable.
As nerfed like 2 years ago.
So looking back, we can see Scarf actually low on mana. See, pressure might actually get put on, but Lorelei is going to be peeling with the pool. CSing as per usual. We can see Joyce actually hanging around the backside of the healing tree. Now he has no blade to teleport out. Ordain comes in by PSX. He wants to gank Joyce. Now Joyce actually falls half health. Rosie sees this. He wants to pressure away PSX. Exile still below half health. Unsure of whether to help him or not with all the lane pressure coming in. Wanting to keep the turret as healthy as possible. Rutherford comes in, pokes out Cleric. Cleric gets rooted, but he secures the healing tree and just in time drops a BM to go with it. He's like going in, wanting to put some pressure, goes around the side. This Santa actually goes down to half health. That's a lot of poke damage coming out from Koshka. Wow. Meanwhile, Rosty's actually doing his weapon tree and all by himself right now.
Interestingly enough, it's a Sword Blade opening.
I would say Rutherford actually getting the pressure faced on him by Joyce and Cleric. Now he has to be careful. If Cleric gets the slow off, Joyce has a free blade to just strike on and teleport to. Now PSX is going to go in to help Rutherford out, maybe hoping to isolate one of the players of Tiny Brown Dogs. But Tiny Brown Dogs are just going to back off. They can't engage so long as PSX is standing safely within the range. But we see Cleric actually engaging, poking out Rutherford ever so slightly while PSX clears out the vision. Oh, here in mid lane we can see another interesting bout coming out from Zeit and Santana. Zeit actually gets Santana down to half health again with a single combo. Just how much damage does Koshka have in this patch? Now Santana actually drops a pull, returns it, but a barrier comes in, helps Zeit just a little bit, but Zeit steps out of it. Stun doesn't really find anything.
That's what I have in Prism actually.
Zeit, we can see Zeit just stepping in back and forth, trying not to let Santana touch him at all. Doing a very great job so far. Now Cleric actually falling below half health. Rutherford might go for a poke, does not go for it. Now Zeit Superstar going in, the whole squad pulling up. They're gonna stun PSX, but PSX is underneath the turret. PSX doesn't have his ult yet, so he can't fear Zeit away, but Zeit is caught in the Ordain and he will get punished by PSX with the Ordain. Pucha comes in, they're gonna peel for the rest of the team. Now the whole squad of Garuda Esports is pulling up. Cleric does not know what to do. He's gonna follow and he's gonna fall again. Superstrike just runs away underneath the turret at half health.
Now I'm gonna ask the question of like, Kayn is a strong bot laner.
You can see Kayn actually securing kills now. Not only is he a strong bot laner, if he has cash in his pocket, he's gonna be bursting down your carries before you can even blink.
Yes, indeed. Just with a combo of his A and B.
Oh, he's actually gonna get the turret. 6 minutes.
Do you think he's gonna max both of his A and B?
Typically, the usual Kayn will have to max out the A and B because the A-B combo is an average Kayn player's bread and butter.
Even without the max execution damage, right?
Now we can see Garuda Esports a comfortable 1,000 into the lead, or actually 300, and the gap's just closing. And now they're even in goal, but they have a 3-kill lead, but they are unable to push in with all the pressure actually coming out from South Tiny Brown Dogs. We can see the mechanics actually taking a play with CS and the pressure and team fights actually.
As what Conditions said a while ago, right? While he's analysting.
You can see a gang coming out bot lane. Exile gets stunned and he's just gonna be a free kill over the Zeit.
As what Conditions said, they have better mechanics.
Now Rosie's gonna get a free turret.
And now the bot sector is destroyed. Again, nice.
Zeit going in, fighting the Pucha. Pucha actually drops a block, wanted to block off Zeit, but Cleric, he wants some, he's going in, but PSX is just poking away at Zeit, but he does almost no damage while Zeit does so much. Turret shot comes in, Zeit actually gets poked out by Santana. Barrier comes in,
and the Kayn
does health.
And Kayn jumps in with his damage.
You can see Ray versus Rutherford. Rutherford rolls out of the stun.
And
Cleric is actually gonna pop flash, he's gonna pop boots, but Rutherford, he wants some, he has the red buff, he's just gonna chase Cleric all the way. Cleric's just gonna
and
heal.
He holds himself.
Cleric's actually very low, but Joyce is over there as well. Does he want to go for it? Joyce has a lot of burst. Joyce misses the teleport, but he's gonna burst Joyce. Joyce is below half health, but Rutherford pull off the 2v1. He pulls off the flash, but he will walk away. Very much a clutch situation coming out from Rutherford. Oh my goodness, and Joyce is actually very low. Joyce goes in, ult comes out, and he will get punished. Rutherford just outplayed The side of Tiny Brown Dogs, wow, and Ordain coming out at mid lane. PSX, Zai's gonna get stunned, he's gonna get punished, he might just die.
Zai's gonna die
Potential
as
sweep
well.
comes out, super swag. The side of Garuda Esports taking back what they've lost. Roasty Mitosi coming
Again,
and all coming out from Exile, saving them. What a clutch coming in from Garuda Esports.
What
wow.
a clutch! I was speechless, like, whoa! Like, compared to the first match, which is a landslide victory, they really come back strong.
The side of Garuda Esports not taking their loss lying down. They're gonna come back strong. But we can see the side of Tiny Brown Dogs, they're actually 2,000 gold ahead. They are being efficient in farming. Garuda Esports has to push their lead. If not, their mechanics might just outplay their hero picks.
Like, yo, that's both sides of top lane and mid lane in action at the same time.
They say engage on Ipucha gets punished here in mid lane. Very low, not returning home. It's gonna be a free CP buff over to the side of TBD, and it might just be the lead that they need. They're gonna start up Ghostwing over here.
As well. If
Might
they
not
have no vision.
necessarily be. They do have enough CC over the side of Garuda Esports, but we see Roasty actually engaging. But Rutherford, he does so much poke damage to Zai. Zai's below half health. Santana, does he really want to pop his ult right in front of Zai? Zai kills Scarf, and he's gonna pay for his life as well. Rutherford still following up behind. Stun comes out from Cleric, gets exiled, saves Roasty, but he's still tanking turret. Ordain goes in, block comes out. Cleric will fall, staying under the turret 1 second too long. And we see the side of TBD still putting a lot of pressure. Double stun come out, very nice from Ariputra. A lot of lane pressure coming out. We can see many
Again, they
damage
have-
dealers.
Now, look at it. TBD has priorities, so they're gonna prioritize killing the laners.
They want to starve as much as possible, just like in the previous game. They might be down in kills, but they have been more efficient in farming as compared to the side of Garuda Esports. Garuda Esports has to shift up their farming, or they have to invade the jungles one way or another. They have to push what their heroes can bring to the table. If not, they're gonna fall behind more and more.
And compared to it, like the Koshika and the Scarf, Koshika has already almost 2 tier 3 items, but
An execution coming on both sides. PSX is gonna fall, and now Joyce might get a free kill on Exile as well, but it's gonna be claimed by Zai. Now Roasty is just gonna burst. Not gonna burst her down, he's gonna focus.
destroyed on the top side.
We can see actually Rutherford popping block, but he's gonna try to go for a roll and a quick execute, but he doesn't really find the timing right. Roasty will get a free kill. Up to Rutherford. Rutherford might not be able to handle it.
Rosie has just as much as mobility as he can to actually outkite the Kane actually.
Considering Sky's passive, they have a lot of mobility coming out over the side of Tiny Brown Dogs. They have an Anka, a Koshka, and a Sky at the same time. They can move around as and however they want. But then we can see a side of Garuda Esports coming to play their Sunfin pick, their Lyra pick, their Baptiste pick, all of it to lock down all of that mobility coming out from South TBD. Now they're looking towards the siege, this Crystal Chain. Now you see Cleric going in and all gets popped out, but does it right in front of Cleric, and the block doesn't even get brought down. Zai wants to go in, he aims for Aripucha, but now he's switching over to D Santana, but this time they block it. They block the stun, but now the fear goes in and gets blocked by the side of Tiny Brown Dogs. Sunfeng B comes out, doesn't really find anything, pokes Joyce for just a little bit of damage, but we see Rutherford coming into the fray. He wants to assassinate some people. He finds Joyce. Joyce doesn't really sustain that much poke damage. Roasty goes in, cancelling, ult comes out. Cleric goes in for the stun goes in. Viola actually secures some kills. Now you see heal being provided for the rest of the team. Sky just gonna go in non-stop. The rest of the mobility squad just hyping up the game.
Again,
Dogs, they're just gonna siege the turret down.
Terrible Dogs has the priority again to the Scarf. They stunning out the Scarf for the ultimate, right? They denied Scarf's ultimate, and now they're focusing on the link carries again.
What I'm really surprised about is that they didn't protect their Scarf. They focused on the lockdown coming out from Zite instead of actually cancelling the ult, which might have dealt a little bit more damage over to the side of Tiny Brown Dogs and could have actually maybe shifted the tables. Now Legion, if you were to look at the gold lead, they're actually 8,000 behind again. You can see a repeat of what happened in the previous match.
It might be another landslide once again.
But this time it's only 12 minutes. They might lose their T2 turret, but the side of GE, they're still very much healthy.
And they already secured a macro from TBD's side.
They're gonna be looking towards breaking open the top side of Garuda Esports, Exial, he might want to go up and help them, but he knows he can't do it by himself. The rest of the side of GE, they're gonna pull up.
Topside inhibitor turret is
But now they're separated by the wall. Rudolph rolls over, so everything's okay. Stun might go out. Finds Ariputra. Stun goes in. Doesn't save them at all. Fear goes out. Does not get blocked actually. Tiny Brown Dogs, they're just gonna face along the wall. Cleric goes in. A bit of damage coming out, followed by Vein Crystal Pearl.
And they actually defended it so well on Garuda's Esports side.
Well, you see, actually, Garuda Esports is getting pressured at bot lane actually by all the minions coming out. But Ariputra, he's just gonna stop, or is he? And he's just gonna let it go. The minions are just gonna push right on.
I think they were so pressured.
Now it's gonna be a free jungle clear over to the side of Tiny Brown Dogs, whilst the side of GE, they're just busy clearing away all their lanes, relieving as much pressure as they can. TBD, they're gonna make a clean sweep over the map.
And now they're very starved.
Rossi actually going in, block goes out, he wants to find the Santana, but now you see a lot of poke damage coming out from Rudolph. They're out half health, a stun comes out, doesn't really find anything, gets blocked. Now Rossi, he wants to chase some more. Exial, no one's touching him, he can't exactly let the stun anywhere. All goes out, finds Ariputra, and now we see a lot of poke damage coming out from the side of TBD. PSX throws out an A, doesn't really deal as much damage as needed. In fact, it only tickles them for just a little bit, but Rossi, he's really low. Exial, he sees this, he might just want to go for it, but Rossi, he's just gonna back off. But Rossi has a red buff. He goes over the wall. Exial has no idea what just happened. Oh my goodness.
Exial just was shocked. He was probably in pure shock that this guy just went over the wall.
Here he is, now he's not. Let's see if the side of TBD, they're actually really
Excellent
low. Sight is one execute away. Both pulse weaves will get popped on both sides. Now Rosti's gonna look towards clearing the weapon shit. Rosti has very little health, he chooses to back off. Very, very smart choice. He does not clear top lane, he's instead going to take the weapon, the healing treant first, my bad. He's gonna give his top lane over to the side. He's gonna give his top lane over to Joyce.
Now you can see, actually, I think it might be a ghosting attempt.
We can see both sides at a stalemate. GE, they're relatively separated. Artie shouldn't want to do this. Zite, he might look towards finding somebody. He's actually gonna go in by himself. There's 3 people there. But Rosti is at bot lane. G is gonna look towards sieging Tiny Brown bot lane down, yeah. Now Zite, he's actually gonna get hit by Spitfire. Zite goes in, they want someone, all comes out, gets blocked, but Cleric, he's just gonna heal. He's gonna heal, it doesn't make as much sustain as possible. Goes in, Zite falls very low. No, Zite does not fall low. It is in fact the Exial that falls very low, and they will just keep executing one after another. We can see so much peel coming out. The heals coming out from Cleric, the stun, Joyce's
and it's a
teleport. That was way too quick. Tiny Brown Dogs, they're just gonna clean up the game. 2-0.
It's 2-0. And Garuda Esports will get eliminated as Tiny Brown Dogs will move on in the brackets. Again, nice. Again, valiant effort from Garuda Esports. They really held on their own on the first 5 minutes of the game. Even though it's a landslide victory. Almost a landslide victory.
It was a very much... It was pretty interesting within the early matches, but in the end I'd say important in last hitting and see as it really took the cake for the side of Tiny Brown Dogs. You can see the gold lead really playing a part with so many difference in items coming out from the side of TBD. Zite with 12,000 gold, Rosti not too far behind. Meanwhile, Rutherford and PSX and their Scarf only has 7,000, 8.8 and 9.7 thousand gold. Not enough, an entire difference in item, one item.
That's
very
true.
much GG coming out from Zite.
Yeah, it is. Well played from both sides.
Very well.
And excellent effort from Garuda Esports.
Now conditions, please give us your post-match analysis.
Yes,
It was unfortunate that Garuda Esports couldn't take advantage of their great team comp that they actually drafted for themselves, but it was just unfortunate that they got outmatched mechanically.
Oh, someone fell.
It is very much unfortunate. Thank you for the input conditions, VG.
It is very much GG again.
Oh, thank you very much for watching the stream.
And we're going to have another stream again on Friday. Casting by
Very
you
soon.
and Fudibor.
Boo boo boo.
That's right.
And eventually I might hop in, but I will be analysting instead.
Well, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I am one of your casters, Sad with a big D, and that guy who's been talking as well is Legion Elite 97, or otherwise known as Loner Extreme. That's right.
And we have the special guest, Conditions. And we are now signing off. Thank you guys for watching, and see you soon.
Bob is love, Bob is life.
And also, Chop. Bob is life.
Bob.
Bob.
Bob. Okay, bye.
Alright, GG, it's a wrap.
GG.